Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot reading. It is the reading for the people who are multitaskers, but more importantly, people who want to improve their imagination, strengthen that muscle so that you can manifest better. So, what do we got? What you see on your screen is what you're going to see on your screen through the whole reading. Just this, the layout of the tarot deck, it's done intentionally. This is the audio version, which forces you to have to exercise your imagination. If you're looking at pictures, any kind of video, there's movement. The longer you watch that video, the more you give up your imagination to the pictures on the screen. That makes sense, right? Now, a little bit of that every day, not such a bad deal. But when you are buried in it day in, day out, it does weaken your imagination. So the idea is here, serve two purposes. One, to keep the picture in front of your face so that you can get up, get a cup of coffee, tea, cereal, sandwich, whatever you want, and still listen to the narration. That feeds your imagination. The other thing is the fact that it does, on its own, slowly allow your imagination to fill in the pictures. Not what you're seeing on the screen, but what your imagination, what your mind is making up. And that is vital in terms of being able to manifest. So we work on the bottom row first, move to the top row. The two middle cards on both rows are the most significant. Let's begin. Bottom row, dead center, time to go. Time to go. Somewhere in your life, you know that this resonates. May mean a job, may mean a relationship, may mean an attitude, just the way you're thinking. But it's time to go. And it's kind of interesting, too, because we're coming out of the Mercury retrograde. Got I think a full moon, if I'm not mistaken. So it is a very auspicious time to begin to move forward. In fact, I think Mars is either gone forward or just about ready to go forward. So the energy says, yes, time to move. You've had plenty of time to think and feel your way through things. You got to move. But to move, you got to make a decision. And that's the first card, bottom row, left. Two of Cups. Twos are, first of all, always decisions, right? Yeah, it could be this or it could be that. Either or. In this case, people think, partnership, connection, attraction. Well, yeah, but not necessarily with a person. Remember, cups are things that you love, people who you love. There's that emotional connection. And so in this case, when we're looking at time to go, time to move forward, you got to make a decision. Two things that you may be attached or attracted to. Different ways, different methods, but still you find them attractive. In a sense, you have an affection for them, and you got to make a decision. Which way do you go? Well, next card is going to help you, the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords, swords, of course, are ideas, thoughts, words. And the Ace talks about mental strength, thinking clearly, honestly, breakthroughs, time to end the chaos and stress that you've been feeling, time to move forward. There will be something, maybe it's a person, maybe something you read or hear or whatever, something is going to open up your head so that you can see an aspect more clearly than you ever had before. That'll help with your decision with the Two of Cups. And again, we're dealing with the energy of time to go, time to move on somewhere. When you decide to pick up and pack up, you're going to take some information with you. Now, next card is Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords, for most people, talks about loss, sneaking away, some sort of theft. And indeed, that is the case. You've been lied to in a particular area of your life. Maybe small, maybe big, but this is where you're going to be leaving from. This is time to go. And while they usually say this Seven of Swords guy is stealing, and I don't see it that way, especially when it comes to manifesting. Remember, swords are thoughts, ideas, beliefs. He's taking 5 of the swords, leaving 2 behind. He's taking what is valuable and important to him, what he knows is true to him. You've had to work very hard for that kind of situation, and it's taken a lot of time. That's the Temperance card. It's taken a lot of time, and it has not been easy. To be truthful, it hasn't even been fun very often. But you've put in the time. You've shown the patience, the moderation. And because of it, you are now experiencing the healing. And you notice on the card, the Temperance card, she's standing in water. A lot of green growth, positivity around her. And there's even some sort of a crown that has a halo around it. You have worked very hard without maybe even realizing that you were working towards leaving. But over the past period of time, I'm going to say the last 3 years, you've worked very hard. And now you know it is time to go, time to get into action, time to move ahead. You're going to grab what you know is true and make a decision to move forward. Go up to the second row, left, the King of Wands. Love this card. In fact, I love the card that's next to it, the Page of Wands. Because the King of Wands says, yes, I'm ready to pick up and pack up. I'm ready to leave. I know that I have to. I got to move on, got to move forward. He knows that. And he acknowledges that, just like you do. Yes, I have to. And the Page of Wands, pages always change the storyline. Page of Wands says you're ready to act. You're ready to go to enthusiasm, positivity in your life. That's what these 2 Wands cards together really emphasize. A joy for life, being plugged into your life. That's why you got to pick up and pack up, but that's why it's time to leave. Leave behind the negativity. Leave behind the hurt. Leave behind the confusion. It's clearing up, and you know it is time to move. And I've just mentioned that pages always change the storyline. Here's another case in point, Page of Swords. You are picking up more information. As you move forward, you are going to get more information that you're exactly right. At this point, you're kind of going a little bit on faith. Well, it's time to go. I got to go. I got to step forward. Got to make a decision. I got information enough to move ahead. I've worked hard on it. It's time to go. But the Page of Swords says you're going to pick up some additional information that's going to be helpful in helping you figure out where your destination is and how to get there. And the final card up top is Ten of Cups. Everybody loves the Ten of Cups. I understand why. Happiness, blessings, love, contentment. It's your happy place. And I'm not saying that when you pick up and pack up and go finally, that you're going to go to a place that's perfect. Doesn't happen. In the human existence, 3D existence doesn't happen. But it's going to be a lot better. And it's going to be something that you will be enthused about because of the Wands cards, the King and the Page. The King saying, yes, you deserve to be excited and more enthused and more positive about your life. And the Page of Wands saying it's time now to begin again. So you are getting the assistance and the help that you need to finally move you off center. It's taken a while. You've put in a lot of effort. Again, not always realizing it, very often just surviving the day. But you've gotten to a place now, and I think that's what 2023 will be for a lot of us. Time to pick up and pack up, move on in a very positive, very honest way. And because you now understand it's time to move on from where you are, you're going to be able to make a decision in terms of what's important to you. Right now, that might be a little bit mixed up because you're getting, conflicting influences. And on one day it's this, on another day it's that, and oh man, it's all over the place. Because of all of this, this is going to start to come to an end. You're going to be able to make a decision in terms of what's important to you. Two of Pentacles says decisions about values. And as I always say, the most important value that you can accentuate is your own self-worth. Number one, you do that, things begin to open up for you. Perfect life? No, of course not. 3D, not going to do it. But it's going to move you in a much more positive direction. Yes, it is time to pick up and pack up. You know that. You know that. You're going to do well. So, that's the reading for today. More tomorrow because I do a brand new read every day, 365. Hope you're here with me. If you are, you and I are going to manifest together. If not, between now and the next time we do have a chance to manifest tarot together, as always, peace and blessings.